Office of the Deputy Director, Admin, Department of School Education, Bangalore North District. So these are the practice paper for class 9, first language English. See, I'm not telling these questions only will come, but the pattern must be the same. And please give importance to your textbook also. Read the question answers and the summary of the poem and all these things. I'm not telling this is the question paper, I'm telling this might be coming in the same pattern. Okay, so let's revise starting now. No more sugar is needed. So the appropriate question tag, is it? So no more. So it's a negative sentence, so it's a positive question tag. Is it? Okay, so Alice ate all the apples in the afternoon. So the figure of speech used here is alliteration. So the suitable suffix to be added to the word perform is performance. See, suffix. So after the word we have to add. So performance, ance, ence alla adu ance. So next, Joe read the book for 3 months. So Joe had been read, no. Joe had been reads, no. Joe had not been reading, no. Joe has been reading the book for 3 months. So Ram agreed to dash my order. Ram agreed to carry out my order. So these are the phrasal verbs. So scorching sense of shame. So this is the ideal associated with this phrase is insult. So insulting someone, scorching sense of shame. So observe the relationship now. So track, trace, mark. So this is like a synonym or which means so affront. So it is insult. So next is possible, possibility, child, children. So 4 4. So these are homophones, role. Okay. Next is relevant, irrelevant. So these are the prefixes. So violence, non-violence. So rewrite as directed. Change the voice of the sentence. The mayor promised new houses to the people. New houses to the people was promised by the mayor. So frame the question and get the underlined word as answer. I am thinking of my old parents. So what are you thinking? Children, please share it to your friends. Sharing is caring. So if you share the more, God will bless you much and much. So please see to that you share all the papers to your friends so that they can also revise and good marks. So caring is sharing. Sharing is caring. Okay, use the words provided and write a sentence using if clause. So second conditional. So one lottery, buy BMW car. If I win a lottery, then I'll buy a BMW car. So answer the following. Change the adjective of the underlined word to noun form. They were asked to guess how high the building was. So high, the noun form will be height. So they were asked to guess the height of the building. So use the given phrasal verb in a sentence. Keep away. I keep away my kids from social media. I do it actually. So write the meaning of the given idiom. So once in blue moon, very rarely. Once in blue moon, I see him playing in the field. So next it is identify the error and rewrite the sentence correctly. They are going to United States of America. They are going to USA. If you say this, this will be the right one. So read the lines and pick out any 4 adjectives. So trees are great. They just stand and wait. They don't cry when they are teased. Say they don't eat much and they seldom shout. Trees are easily pleased. Trees are great. They accept their fate. When it's pouring down will rain. They don't wear masks in max. It runs off their backs, but you never hear them complain. So the adjectives are, so how do they shout? Seldom they shout means very rarely they shout. So how can you please them? Easily you can please them. So how the rain is coming? It's pouring down. Okay, so these were the one which I could find out. So let's move on. So in this poem given below, pick out the lines that speak about the what the village schoolmaster is able to do. So please, this is from your textbook. Please see to that you revise this answer well, children. So identify the main clause and the subordinate clause in the given sentence. So when you have finished your work, you may go home. So when you have finished your work, this becomes your main clause. You may go home becomes your subordinate clause. So read the information and complete the sentence using less, more, most, least, fewer, or fewest. So I am definitely not driving. Driving all the way would be the least way of getting there. Okay, so next it is the accident rate among young drivers is higher than the old drivers. The young drivers, I'm really not able to fit anything over here because it doesn't make any sense. So the young drivers meet accidents most than the old drivers. It has to be like that. So most is the answer. So answer, the few signals have been given. So what do they indicate? So a hospital ahead or hospital nearby. So next it is no parking. You know this very well because if you park it at a wrong place, they fine you up. So next question. So once jungles tremble at his roar, treetops flew up, birds disappeared, monkeys screamed, now Geekoks nibble on his ear. Read the above lines of the poem and explain how were the tigers before and now. This is also from your textbook. Please see to that you learn this answer very well. So read carefully and complete the following sentence with correct preposition. The lady is holding the book in her hand. So she is looking at it. Change the following sentence into reported speech. James asked, "Do you want to come out tonight?" I was asked whether I was willing to come out tonight by James. So change the following sentence into complex and compound sentences. Going home, I found him ill. I found him ill after going home. As soon as I went home, I found him ill. So change the given sentence into other degrees of comparison. So cheetah runs fast. Cheetah runs fastest. So cheetah runs faster than other animals. So the chart below shows the information about the distance covered by the transportations in a circle. So study the chart carefully and answer the questions. So walk 80%, car 70%, train 120 degrees, so buses 90 degrees. So what is the distance of the circle? Does the car travel? So car travels 70 degrees. Okay, so next is which transport runs more distance? So the train is the transport which runs more distance by 120 degrees in a circle. So to what degree do the men walk in a circle? So the men walk 80% in the circle. So this is a sequence of the jumbled order again. I don't want to read. You read it and see to that which is the correct order and rearrange them. So next one, fill in the blanks with the right form of the verbs given in bracket. I normally leave for my office at 8:30 a.m. Today I am going a little late. I have to take my son who injured his arm to the doctor. He was very naughty. He rode his bicycle when he fell and injured his arm early in the morning. So now any 6 end of the school words are there written. So please check it out and write it. So change the following into passive voice. Some children were visiting the Alf homestead while I was there. The Alf homestead was visited by few children while I was there. So next is the supervisor bought some juice bottle. Some juice bottles were bought by the supervisor. Children cannot open these bottles easily. These bottles cannot be opened by children easily. So write a brief summary with the clues provided from the poem of the pencil story. So please look into the textbook, learn these answers, don't waste your time. So next, explain with reference to context. So you have to write from which chapter it has been taken. So who is the author or who wrote the story, and then from who said to whom, and all these things, and then start your answer. So this means you. So next it is come over here and listen to a story. So next it is I am Gamble, god of the gay green woods. So next it is 1 year feeling clever, I replied. Now I ask other speakers to speak. So please don't neglect your textbook and notes. So read the given line in the poem and explain it briefly. So read it and explain it. It is from your textbook itself. So next it is read the poem and answer the question. This Robin Hood, it's been repeated like 2 to 3 times. So please read it and answer these questions. It's very easy. So next, coming to the big answer. So why was it difficult for the author to locate Mauritius in his atlas? So this Mauritius story also, I've never been to your textbooks, but this is a very important topic. So questions have come from this chapter 2. So what traits in Balai do you admire the most? So this is also one of the questions. So how did the sparrows react to the grandmother earlier in her life and later after her death? See, these two questions 41 and 42 they've never asked in any other paper, so please give more concentration to these questions. So next, after Vikrant follows Anju's advice, we observe a change in his attitude and behavior. Trace the chain of these changes. So this is also an important chapter. So next, read the following passage carefully and answer the questions. I don't know where they have given question paper which has been typed. It's not undergone QC, I think. So now they're giving unity in strength, substantiate, and how is unity seen in history. So this is related to this passage only. Yeah. So please read the passage and try to answer. So next it is a state government's Shakti scheme and World Population Day. So this is an essay, one page you have to write compulsory. Okay, so next it is imagine you are Harshita of Government School Raichur. So write a letter to your sister or brother describing your visit to an orphanage. Okay, so orphanage is nothing but where children without parents, so ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಆರ್ಫನೇಜಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ಕೊಂಡು, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಆರ್ಫನೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರದರ್ಗೋ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೋ ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ರೈಟ್ ಅ ಲೆಟರ್ ಟು ದ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಲೋಕಲ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯನ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸರ್ಟ್. Okay, so please practice 5 question papers, 5 what is this, letter writing, 5 personal and 5 official letters, and please see to that you share it to your friends so that they also learn and get good marks. Thank you so much.